Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, the humble and beloved Archbishop from the Philippines, has now become the new leader of the Catholic Church. He has been crowned as Pope Luis I, the 267th successor to St. Peter. The moment white smoke rose from the chimney of the Sistine Chapel, the world held its breath. Church bells began to ring in joy across Rome and beyond. The crowds waiting in St. Peter's Square erupted into cheers as Pope Luis I stepped onto the balcony. His warm smile and gentle wave brought tears to many eyes. People felt a deep sense of hope, peace, and unity. This was not just a change of leadership, it was the beginning of a new journey filled with light. Inside St. Peter's Basilica, history and holiness came together. The grand church, known for its beautiful Renaissance design, welcomed bishops, cardinals, and dignitaries from all over the world. Sunlight poured in through stained glass windows, filling the space with colors that seemed to dance. The sweet scent of incense floated through the air, reminding everyone of the sacredness of the moment. Pope Luis I then was given the traditional symbols of his new role. He received the pallium, a woolen stole with 6 black crosses, a sign of his authority and connection to popes before him. He was also given the fisherman's ring, which symbolizes the leadership passed down from St. Peter. The ceremony reached its highest point when Pope Luis I was crowned with the papal tiara. As the choir sang in celebration, the atmosphere was filled with reverence. It was a moment that connected the past, the present, and the future of the Catholic Church. Pope Luis I's journey to this sacred role is truly inspiring. He was born in 1957 in the small town of Imus in the Philippines. He grew up in a simple Catholic home, raised by parents who taught him the importance of kindness, service, and faith. Even as a young boy, Luis was known for his intelligence and deep love for God. He studied philosophy and then entered the seminary where he was ordained as a priest in 1982. As Father Tagle, he became known for his touching sermons and sincere heart. He served in both local parishes and academic roles, always staying close to the people. In 2011, he was appointed Archbishop of Manila, and just a year later, he was made a cardinal. His humility, wisdom, and love for others gained him worldwide respect. Now he stands as Pope Luis I, a leader with a story that gives hope to millions. From the very first words he spoke as Pope, Luis I shared a powerful message. He spoke of a church built on compassion, unity, and humility. He called on the faithful to care for the poor, the sick, the refugees, and even those in prison. His vision of the church is one that opens its arms to everyone, especially those who feel forgotten. He also stressed the importance of peace and understanding, not only within the church but across all religions and cultures. He reminded people everywhere that love and kindness can bring people together, even in a world filled with division and pain. The news of Pope Luis I's election brought celebration across the globe, especially in his home country, the Philippines. From busy cities to quiet villages, Filipinos came together in joy. Churches were filled with prayers, songs, and thanksgiving. Streets were decorated with flags and streamers. People danced and sang, proud of the fact that one of their own had become the Pope. In Imus, his hometown, special masses were held, and people shared stories about the kind and smiling man they had known. His rise to the papacy gave many Filipinos a renewed sense of pride and spiritual strength. Around the world, leaders and citizens reacted with great excitement. World leaders praised his compassion and dedication to justice. Religious figures from different faiths welcomed his election, especially because of his support for interfaith dialogue and unity. On social media, people from every corner of the globe posted messages of joy and hope. Hashtags celebrating the new pope trended worldwide. Catholic communities in Latin America, Europe, and North America felt connected and inspired by the news. Even though this moment marks a new beginning, it also continues the spirit of Pope Francis, who led the Church with great humility and love. Pope Luis XI has shown that he respects and admires Pope Francis and plans to build on the foundation he laid. Like his predecessor, he speaks out against poverty and injustice. He has already made it clear that he wants the Church to be a home for everyone, especially those who have felt left out in the past. His desire to keep the name Francis in spirit shows his deep connection to the work and vision of the former Pope. Pope Luis I now takes on the challenge of leading the Catholic Church in a world facing many serious problems. These include climate change, political conflict, poverty, and the growing number of people who feel disconnected from religion. He will also have to deal with internal divisions in the Church over important issues like gender, sexuality, and the role of women. But his past shows that he is not afraid of challenges. He listens, he brings people together, and he leads with love. His calm voice and deep wisdom will be important as he tries to bring healing to a divided world. The election of Pope Luis I is more than just a historical event. It is a sign of renewal, hope, and possibility. As the first Asian pope, he brings a new voice and perspective to the Catholic Church. His life, his message, and his leadership show a deep commitment to building a better world, one filled with love, understanding, and faith. Millions of people now look to him not just as a leader, but as a symbol of what is possible when humility and courage come together. Pope Luis begins his journey with open arms and a shining heart, guiding the Church into a future full of light.